eradicated a bit faster than we've actually seen it happening. And you can imagine that women today could be by the slow progress.
Now, it's interesting as well to note that in your research, although in many other countries women are becoming more content, just not as content as men, but in the US, that's not the case.
Right, well, the U.S. is very puzzling overall. And the U.S. has had positive economic growth and has not had any increases in well-being on average. There's been some small increases for men and then big decreases for women. So on average, the U.S., despite economic development, has seen well-being fall, subjective well-being fall. I think that's puzzling for, just an enormous number of reasons. And it's one of the things that points to the fact that there might be an underlying social trend that has nothing to do with economic development, nothing to do with gender, but that women have found a particularly upsetting or something they don't like more so than men.
Now, I want to bring in Duncan Maiden now, who's in Hong Kong for the Wall Street Journal. Hello there, Duncan.
Hi.
Can you tell me, is female contentedness a topic of debate where you are?
Well, it's not a daily topic of debate for me, but I guess it probably, I think generally speaking, there is a sort of a sense that Asia is developing really fast and maybe happiness in general isn't keeping up. I mean, you sort of see that playing out in things like the pollution in China. I think specifically on some of the issues you've been talking about, I think things like flexible work arrangements and maternity leave and things like that haven't really caught up here. So people are moving into the middle classes, but they don't necessarily get the sort of things that are becoming fairly typical in the US or in the UK or Europe. So maternity leave is typically very short. So that's a bit of a difference, I think.
And Betsy, does your research highlight the fact that perhaps women feel that they're being stretched in so many different directions, the personal life, the career as well, and actually perhaps not focusing enough on enjoying themselves?
Well, what's interesting is that we had some really good data looking at young girls, so girls who were 17 or 18 years old. And what was really striking about this research is over the last 40 years, these girls have become less happy, less satisfied with their lives than boys have, than the equivalent aged boys. And at the same time, they've become more obsessed with and attaching more importance to achieving across so many domains. Not just work, not just family, but also society and community. They talk about the importance of being a leader in their community, giving back, making a contribution to society. So we have new generations of girls growing up who feel that they really need to be able to do it all. We're doing it all.